Now, my point here is that it was a free gift. I didn't turn to my dad, and I believe the Holy Spirit reminded me of this moment. I didn't turn to my dad and say, I hope I've been a good guy, and I hope I've really honored you, Dad, and what can I do to prove to you and prove to God that I can say this prayer. It was my heart as a 4-year-old. The Holy Spirit unctioned my heart. I can feel it now as God reminded me of the feeling of wanting God, of hungering after Him and saying that prayer and being saved and set free. But there's nothing a 4-year-old can do to receive that. It's a free gift. And so today, doesn't matter what age we are, what background we've had, or what you've been in church your whole life, or you've just come for the first time tonight. The point is that Paul is trying to reveal to us, and Jesus said himself throughout the Gospels, that first of all, we must be born again, and second of all, it is a free gift. It is a free gift. I can't do anything to earn this. And many people question that. Many people question grace because they think, well, but don't you have to do this, and don't works come after, but don't you have to? No, it's a free gift. The fact that we ask that question proves that the preaching of that grace message is true. If you didn't ask that, potentially the preaching of that grace message, that grace is enough, maybe means that we haven't got the point. That grace is the only thing that can save you. The grace of Jesus Christ. Nothing you can do can save you. We have to understand how extreme this gift is, how extreme this sacrifice was. Therefore, as one trespass led to condemnation for all men, so one act of righteousness leads to justification and life for all men. The good news here tonight, Change, is that although one man led us into sin, one man has now acted on our behalf and can lead us to this justification, this right standing, and bring life to every person on the planet. For as by the one man's disobedience the many were made sinners, so that by the one man's obedience the many will be made righteous. Adam was born without sin, so was Jesus. But Adam was disobedient. Jesus was obedient to the Spirit of God, and therefore his humanity was perfected. Neither of them were perfect, but they were both born without sin. But because of his obedience, his humanity was perfected and now makes a new way for us. Isn't that awesome? Jesus now makes a new way for us. He did not give in to temptation. He did not give in to sin. It is a free gift now given to us. Now the law came in to increase the trespass. If I can ask the worship team to come, we'll finish in just a moment. Now the law came in to increase the trespass. Okay, what does that mean? Does that mean, if we take the word trespass and say the sin, did that increase the sin? Well, when my dad was in social working in the 80s, he dealt with child abuse cases. And so when the government came in and changed and brought in new laws, and so the child abuse rates increased dramatically. But the problem was that the child abuse was always there, but the law now recognized that which was already there. And so that's what that statement's making, is saying when the law came in through Moses, sin didn't increase as such, but now there was a measure and a standard by God to reveal to us how sinful we are. And if that law wasn't there, then there would be no cause or clear understanding of why Jesus had to die. We would go on sinning, not understanding the standard of God. This is unbelievable. It's just so good. I know it's a bit teachy, guys, but is everyone all right with this? Christ, he was obedient. So now the law came in to increase the trespass, but where sin increased, grace abounded all the more. So the revealing and the measuring of that sin, where that sin was now seen, grace abounded more. Basically meaning that the power of this grace is greater than the trespass. The grace of Jesus Christ is greater than our sin. It has the power to save change. It has the power to save.